You see remote work, they're going to stress you, drain you, take out your time entirely just because you are sitting at the comfort of your house. It's a whole lot. So why would you get a job and do it for 2 months and say you just want to leave to move for my money? For two other people, they move from their money. I would say that if you're working in a toxic environment that is starting to affect your peace, your person, your self-esteem, the best thing is to leave.
Your sweater looks good on my floor, and I know you love it more when I give it back with holes. We stay in bed.
Saba, welcome back to another episode of Talk. My name is Susan, but you can call me Susie. And if you've not seen the last episodes, you are missing out real bad. You need to watch it. We discuss mutual breakup being scam and someone else lives first emotionally. So click here to catch up on all of that. And if you have not subscribed, I don't know what category to put you in because you need to subscribe. Subscribe so you don't miss out on all the episodes and contents that await you. So today, how do I feel? I feel good and I'm super excited to be here. I know you all are excited to have me here as well. Today we're talking about navigating Nigerian work trauma, the 9 to 5 Wahala. We're here to dissect it, talk about it all. So I'm here for you today. Sit back and relax. So let's go into the story. Hold on. Before I go into the story, I just want to put that out there that so this episode is more about my personal experience on Nigerian working environments, the 9 to 5 thing. So yeah, let me just give you all that disclaimer. So let's get into the story for today. Hello, Sock Queen. Wait, sorry. I'm the one I saw Queen. Okay, I love that. Y'all should call me Talk Queen from now on. So let's go. Hello, Talk Queen. Can I talk? I remember a few months ago, I was trying to navigate a difficult situation at my place of work. Let me give you the gist. Right for it all. I was working in a reputable Lagos firm. I had been there for 5 years. I know I wasn't the loudest, but I was very competent. I knew my job and I did it well enough. I even managed the senior manager's chaotic schedule. I prepared the reports he even took credit for. I even drafted the emails he sent to the MD. I was the one who sent the as per my last email follow-ups that actually got clients to pay. But guess what? I was stuck. Promotions went to the people who were best at taking credit, not doing the work. My title was executive assistant, but my job was department stabilizer. I was the one who always stayed late, who worked through lunch, who everyone relied on to fix problems they didn't even know they had. See, let me just get to the point. So on a Tuesday, I got a call from HR. She says, "We're so excited to be growing the team. We're bringing on a new support staff to support you and the manager. We need you to train him." I was thrilled. Finally, some help. I stopped him by preparing a comprehensive training guide. This new guy starts. I'll call him Sunday for the purpose of anonymity. I spent 2 weeks pouring all my knowledge into him. I showed him the hidden network drives, the secret to managing the boss's temper, the unspoken rules of who to CC on what. But after a month, something feels off. Sunday starts being included in high-level meetings. He's given a new sleek laptop. He gets a company car allowance. I was confused. So I decided to check the company's internal directory to look him up, just to double check his title. And that's where it became clear. In the directory, Tunde's title isn't support staff, it's departmental operations manager. And my title is admin quietly changed from executive assistant to administrative support. I had been demoted in secret. The company had decided my role was vital. They wanted my knowledge, but not me. They ghosted me while I was sitting at my desk. I couldn't take it, so I confronted the manager. It was all smiles and gaslighting. He said to me, "Why are you upset?" "Well, we are just restructuring. This is a great opportunity for you to focus on simpler sucks. Sunday is just here to handle the more strategic work. I wasn't fired. They didn't have to. They had created the situation so humiliating and demoralizing that they knew I would leave on my own. And I did. I spent 1 month updating my CV with the little dignity I had left and left quietly. The system wasn't loud or shouty. It was cold, calculating, and efficient. It didn't bring the rules. It just exploited me completely. Oh my god, that's crazy. Honestly speaking, while I was reading the story, I could relate to the core. Like I could relate through and through because I understand what it is like. You're working, and every other person is even relying on you. You have so many things to do, so many timelines to meet, and you're working so hard just to be able to make sure that you're eating and meeting your targets, just for someone else to take the credit. And not only that, she was demoted. He or she, I don't know. But our dear listener was demoted. Like, can you imagine you working, putting so much effort for nothing, and someone that just came in when yesterday got car allowance, a sick my laptop and everything, just for why? So that's crazy. Like that's a toxic working environment because why would you work and you are not being appreciated? Why would all your efforts go down the drain just because of what? Everyone's effort should be appreciated at every organization or any organization that you are in. So that's about that. I mean, I'm glad that our dear listener left because you just keep proving yourself to nobody because nobody really cares. They just want you to just spend or waste away your time while they are giving the people they feel is capable or deserves the good applaud. So let's get into the reason why we're here. We're talking about Nigerian working environments, toxic working environments, 9 to 5 problems, wahala, everything that is stressing you in that place of work. Well, let's talk about it right now, today. Yes, now. And I said at the start of the video that I'm going to be talking about more about my personal experience on how I have worked. Let's get into it first. I have worked in the past 8 months. I have worked 3 jobs, and I think the longest of the three is probably 2 3 months. Yeah, the first work. So let's start with the first work. So I take you down everything. The first work was and funny like it was all remote. Like all those 3 works were all remote. And honestly, right now I have a thing for remote works because it takes a whole lot from you, honestly. And while people might think, oh, you're just sitting at the comfort of your home, bro, I have been there and I've seen a whole lot happening because you would barely have time for anything else. See, I'd rather take a 9 to 5 where I work physically to the company and do whatever I want to do and come back to my house. Like that way you have your schedule, you have your plan for the day. You know that okay, I'm using 9 to 5, or probably I'm going to get on by 6 or 7 p.m. And I know that this other time is for me at this. But you see, remote work, they're going to stress you, drain you, take out your time entirely just because you are sitting at the comfort of your house to work. So going back to my story, my experience, the first work was a remote work customer service representative, and we were more of taking calls, not chatting. We were chatting, but more of taking calls. So it was 9 to 5. Um, no, it was 8 to 5, and 8 to 5 p.m. and we were supposed to start 7:30. Anyways, but you resume work 7:30 a.m. But you're starting work 8 a.m. proper. So you're starting to call by 8 a.m. So that was how it was, and it was Monday to Sunday. But Sunday they give you till 2 p.m. before you resume work. Just probably go to church or do whatever you want to do on Sunday morning. So 2 p.m. you are resuming work. When I got this job, or when I started this job, I had so many plans. I felt, I mean, I'm just because that was going to be like my major remote job. So I felt I've not really like gotten the tea on remote jobs. I didn't know how it was. So I was excited, I was pumped, I was happy. I mean, I'm about to start work, and things. I don't know why I've always thought that remote job would just always be my thing. So I felt like, okay, let's start, let's go, let's do this. And the first week was good. Then we moved to the second week. It gets crazy. Work was a whole lot. And I remember I would be working, calling, and I'm eating. Like I'm going to be in the restroom and I'm calling because there's no time. There are no breaks. The only time you can get probably a few minutes off is when you are probably not having so much work to do. So you can take few minutes to do anything. It was a whole lot. When I say it was a whole lot, it was a whole lot. There was no time for me. There was no time for myself. I couldn't find time to do anything else. I'm always indoor, Monday to Sunday. It actually even had effect on me going to church on Sundays because the only time I have is from morning to 2 p.m. And I would just think to myself, if I go to church rather from 8 to probably 12 and I come back home 1 p.m. and kids, that time is off. Like that time is over. How do I rest? So I just decided that let me just do what? Stay at home and rest. So I couldn't go to church for the longest time. So that's one of like the disadvantage I had. It was a whole lot. I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't go out at all. Like going out was cancelled for me. I could not go out and I couldn't do anything else. To eat was a whole lot. And I sat down and thought that this is not my life. That this is not how I want to live my life. I am working to live. I cannot be living just for work. I need to be able to do other things. And I was not just happy anymore. I was not happy. I was just there living because there was no excitement. There was nothing. My life, everything was just revolving around the work, morning to night, call, do this. And when they said 7:30 to 5 p.m., that was a joke. That was all a lie because you have to resume. The reason you're saying you have to resume 7:30 is because you have to update the account before you resumed work for 8 a.m. And I found myself having to wake up 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. just to start updating the account. And you have to finish up your calls that day before you go off. So I was, at times before you could finish your call, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I'm still there answering calls. And that just became my life. So I sat down and said no. Because even at that point, I became sick because I was not happy. I was not excited. I I was lean and everything was just happening to me because I just couldn't breathe. So I sat down and said, see, this is not going to be my life. There's no way I'm going to live with this work. It's either I'm trading my peace and happiness for this work or I live for my sanity. I chose myself. I chose peace and happiness because nothing is worth losing your happiness over. Nothing is worth losing your peace over. Because even as much as I was working, I was not happy. I didn't have peace within me. So I said, I'm going to leave. I left the first work. I took a break, just a little. Leave. I was so excited. Like I became myself. I said, yes, this is what it is. Second job, I said, okay. It was a personal assistant role. And so where I was living was a little far from where the work is at. So the person said, okay, you can come stay with me because I have a big apartment where you could just work. So it was me and someone else as personal assistant. I said, okay, makes sense. So first week I packed all my things because the role was personal assistant. Monday to Friday, you can leave Saturday, Sunday. But I didn't want to leave Saturday and Sunday. So I just said, let me just pack my things and you know what? Stay there for a little while, at least for a month or two, to be able to just get used to work. So I don't just go and come back like that. Just to be able to find just to be able to get more time, enough time to focus on work. So I packed my things, guy, as I was excited. I don't know, I'm usually excited when I want to start work, honestly. And that one was even the funniest. I didn't think, do I use up to a week? I do not think so. It was not even up to a week. I think it was going to be a week, but with a day. So before the day, I don't even know if I said I resigned or I got sacked. Let me just get on with the story. So I went there, we started work. I went there on a Sunday, so we started work on a Monday, work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I think about Thursday or Friday, on Thursday, I had an important place to be at. So I told the boss, because that day we were out from morning till evening. So, but I told the boss in the morning that, oh, I want to go out and it's super important, but it's by night. So I was thinking that, I mean, it's morning till evening, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. So at least by 7 or 8 p.m., which that should be my own time. So I told the boss I was going to be going out. And so the day came, I told him, oh, I'm going out now. He said, oh, he's going out, just wants to step out for a while and he's going to be back. And mind you, it takes the key of the house. How? So that, but I'm not even going to be able to go out. We cannot even go out safe because, of course, it takes the key out. So I waited 1 hour. I waited 2 hours. I didn't see him. So I called him and said, boss, I'm still waiting because I need to be out and it's very urgent. He said he's coming. In the next 1 hour, and this was around the 8 p.m., he got back and he said, oh, he was busy. This is that. I said, okay, bro, can I go now? So he said, I can go. And before I left, he was saying that, oh, they are supposed to go out in the night. I was wondering, in the night again, because what I read in the contract was to go out, working hours 9 to 5 p.m. So even anything 6 p.m. were done. So I was wondering why he said he wanted to go out, but he said he was going to take my other colleague that is the other personal assistant. So I said, no problem, that's fine. But I said I wasn't going to take long. Probably in 2 hours, I was going to be done and would meet up with them. So he said it's fine. So I went out in about 2 hours. That was about 10 p.m. I called to say, oh, I'm done now. Where can I meet you up? So he was like, no, I shouldn't worry. Like, I should just find a place to stay. Like, in the morning, I should come back. So I said, no problem. That they're okay. That they're fine. That they didn't even need me. I said, okay, it's fine. In the morning, I woke up and this guy already sent me a message 4 a.m. that I went out during working hours. He doesn't think that he can work with someone like that. Me, someone that is focused and dedicated. And because of that, I was like, am I dreaming? Like, I literally told him that I was going out and he said I can go out. And I didn't even go out during working hours. I went out 8 p.m. What does it mean? So I didn't say anything. I just said, I didn't say anything because I knew I was coming back in the morning. So I got there in the morning and I was like, okay, like, what's going on? Like, I went out and he sent me a message and he said yes. And he still repeated that he doesn't want someone that is going to be going out. And I said, but I went out in the night, 8 p.m. And it's not during working hours. I said that we're walking around the clock. Hey, you see? Walking around like, what? Walking around the clock, I would never in my life have accepted to work around the clock if I had known from the onset. Fact, it was not in the contract. So I was surprised. I said, working hours is from 9 to 5. Like, how do you mean working? He said working around the clock. Like, that's the person needs right now. I told him that day that I didn't know that it was working around the clock that, oh, so he said that's the person that he needs. I said, no, I can't do this. So I left and took a little more time. Then got on another job. That was like the third one. It was an executive assistant, remote as well. And as usual, it's always good when we start. Yeah. At the end of the day, I found that this boss was a very, very toxic boss that I was working with. And I noticed that the first few days I got on board, people were like asking, I have to be very patient, I have to be very this and that because the boss. I didn't think too much of it, like, oh, please, or I mean, I can handle it, bring it. Egbewa, I can handle it until it started and it became a whole lot for me to handle. I became very, very anxious. Very, very anxious that see, let me even tell you that the working hours is like from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. 16 good hours. There are no breaks. Honestly, I worked my ass out. Like, I became exhausted emotionally, mentally. I was so drained. And plus, I was already having anxiety. Like, whenever I sleep and I remember that, oh, I have to be at work the next day, I get like, I just panic. Like, I just don't want, I just feel scared because I don't like when the environment. I cannot just thrive in a toxic environment, working, relationship or whatsoever. I just can't. Like, I value peace so much that if anything is putting me off or making my heart to beat faster than it should, I don't want to be there. So I mean I tried to just try to work. I mean, that's why we're there until a particular day where this woman told me, oh, I can never forget that word. She told me that, oh, Suzanne, do you live under the rock or you just decided to be unfortunate and disconnected? It was there. I was like, I told her immediately that, so with all due respect, ma, like, I do not appreciate the way you speak to me. Like, even my parents would never tell me I'm unfortunate. And I would have spoken to the HR, but the HR is also even, I mean, there's little or nothing she could do because the HR even reports to her, and many things that has happened within the organization that people has complained, but nobody there tells her that, oh, you're doing this. So I said, no, I can't do this because it kept disturbing my peace. That was how I left. And right now, I'm still trying to find a balance between working. I took time off because that moment messed me up entirely. I became very, very anxious, and something about me is that words get to me. Like, someone would say, "Oh, Shebi is just remote. It's just to work. It's just to do your thing and don't mind them." See, it's easier said than done. If you're there and you value your peace and things and little words get to you, it's you know that there's no way you not think about these things and start affecting who you are. Like, at some point, I was starting to think that, I mean, am I not enough? Like, am I stupid? Like, because I keep making mistakes that I'm not supposed to. Did I even tell you that any mistake there is deduction? Me that I was supposed to work a month, still getting, at least I'm just starting newbie. The second week, I was already getting deduction. If I make any mistake, see, I'm going to be on one email, read the email for like 20 minutes, just because I don't want to get any deduction. And to think that I was not even the only one to get deducted. My money is not the only one that gets deducted. The HR and the other person that works as an executive assistant. So tell me why just move for my money. But two other people, they moved for my money like 3 or 4 times. And they had to come to the see, so that what are you doing? Me cooking. I began to feel that I was not enough. I was just dumb. I was just stupid. I just did not get the work. Like, why can't you focus? Why can't you just get this? So it started to mess with me and I had to leave, honestly. And I know it's not easy to leave work in Nigeria because before you even get a job, it's a whole lot. So why would you get a job and do it for 2 months and say you just want to leave? It feels like you're lazy or you are just finding an excuse not to work. So I'm thinking that you have so many responsibilities, so many things to do. You just don't want to sit at home. So you just try to work. So it is not easy to navigate a toxic working environment. It is a big deal because first off, you are you have a lot of liabilities, you have a lot of responsibilities. So that's pushing a spot where you don't want to leave. So I would say that if you're working in a toxic environment that is starting to affect your peace, your person, your self-esteem, the best thing is to leave. Do not leave immediately. You would start to apply for jobs, yeah, that you know that can keep you going. Just keep the work going. Apply for jobs so that if you get another job, you'll be able to leave. And while working, in fact, in any working environment, while working, make sure you be able to balance the work and life, and like make sure you are able to balance both. Do not just work and stop living. Work while you're living, even if it's to buy amala. Like me, like this is amala. Even if to buy amala, sit down, eat it. enjoy your life. Understand, understood? Because no matter how much you say you want to save, it's good to save, but just at times take out money, enjoy, buy clothes, whatever that makes you happy. If you want to go out just once in a while. Make sure that you're doing something that you love plus the work, because trust me, working at times can be so draining. And I feel that there's supposed to be a law that's about like that puts Nigerian bosses in place, because they just act anyhow. They act like they are gods over you. Like, bro, I am just working with you. Like, it's not that serious. Like, calm down. And the fact that it's a remote job, they want to eat all your time, like no time for you to do anything else. They can put a call from to you 10, 11, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. just for words because you work remotely. And the thing is, you need to be able to say no subtly. Because if you don't change it for some of these people at times, they will not know that, see, it is not your life that I've come. I have my life, and this is just a working environment. Like, you are not the god over my life. Hold up. So you need to be able to say no softly. Let that boss know that, oh, see, with all due respect, me, I'm always saying with all due respect, please, this is my working time. Like, in the contract, it's not saying that I'm supposed to work at this particular time. So please, this is my time. Learn to say no at times. Leave while you're working. Don't just live your life and work. Don't just save up everything. Enjoy, live a little, live and work. There are, it doesn't have to be 50-50, but once in a while, if you see a nice shoe, buy it. If you see a nice bag, buy it. That's all about working. Yes, well, working to enjoy. And that's my thoughts on this. Right now, where I'm at is still trying to find peace within myself, because that the work messed me up a whole lot. And I still even have anxiety for working again. Like, it gives me anxiety. Like, can I still work again? So I'm still trying to work on myself right now. So nothing should put you in that spot where you lose yourself just because you're working. Yeah. So that's my thoughts. And until next week, stay jiggy and stay blessed.
And I know you love it more